Years ago, my father ceased being the man I once knew. It wasn't death that stripped him of his essence. It was a quietness that settled over him like dust on a forgotten shelf. Our family home, with its creaking wooden floors and the distinct scent of old wood mingling with medicinal scents, felt frozen in time, a mausoleum of memories. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the shadows of the past stretched across the room, I found myself standing behind him, scissors in hand. The gentle snip-snap echoed in the stillness, a sound that seemed to awaken the ghosts of our conversations. But this time, my eyes were drawn to something peculiar. At the base of his neck, concealed beneath the loose skin, was a line. It was too straight to be a scar, too perfect to be anything natural, and I felt an inexplicable tug at my heart. I hesitated, my fingers trembling at the edges of uncertainty. I convinced myself that it was nothing, a trick of the light, perhaps. Yet that night, as the clock chimed 3, I found myself restless, the silence of the house amplifying my unease. I approached his bed, my breath hitching as I stared at the back of his neck. The line remained, an enigmatic presence, and at its top, a small bump protruded, almost teasingly, like a handle waiting to be pulled. Against my better judgment, I reached out, my hands quivering with a mix of fear and intrigue. When I touched it, the skin shifted, not painfully, but rather like a jacket being loosened from the weight of its wearer. What lay beneath was not blood or bone, it was warmth, a pulse of life, breathing. Then, a voice, soft yet insistent, emerged from the depths. Finally, it murmured. I was getting tired. To my astonishment, a figure stepped forward. My father, but not the man I had known. This one stood tall, his posture confident, eyes sharp, and alive with a spark I hadn't seen in years. He looked at me, a smile breaking across his face, and in that moment, I felt a strange mix of relief and fear. We don't age, he said calmly, as if explaining a simple truth. We wait. His gaze shifted, honing in on my neck, and I shivered beneath his scrutiny. You'll understand one day, he added, the weight of his words settling like a stone in my chest. The next morning, as I washed my hands, the mirror reflected a new reality. A faint line, barely noticeable, had appeared right behind my head. For the first time in years, I felt my skin tighten, a sensation both foreign and familiar. The echoes of my father's transformation resonated within me, intertwining with the whisper of the unknown, and as I stood there, staring into my own eyes, I realized the journey had only just begun.